Hey everybody, welcome back to the Paste Studios. We're now live with Hunter Hayes. Hunter, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me back to your wonderful new digs over here, man.
Yeah, man, we heard you're coming back, so we upgraded to this here red room.
Hell of an upgrade you got going on.
Yeah, definitely. A lot more square footage.
In a building with a lot of history.
That's right.
I'm sure you've told all the viewers, right?
I'm not sure that everybody knows. The Hammerstein Ballroom is a couple of floors down below. Below.
That's where we're at.
Did you Nikola Tesla, the inventor, died in this building?
Okay, that's weird and cool and weird.
Yeah.
Let's return back to the weird part.
Right. So plenty of history.
Really?
Yeah.
We need to talk about this later.
We'll do a whole tour of the grounds later. There's some stuff to see here.
Scotch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so man, it's great to see you again, and in this arrangement also. I know last time it was you and the looper, which sounded great in that stripped down arrangement.
That's very kind of you. You don't have to lie.
Sound check has sounded great so far. We're looking forward to hearing what you're going to do today. And
Thank you,
so you're playing 3 songs, and can you tell us about the first one you're going to do?
Sure, man. I'm gonna go back to the future, back to the past. We're gonna go future to the past. We're gonna go back in time. We wanted to do a different version of an older song because we love doing that, and it's always awesome. I mean, let's face it, like as a songwriter, singer-songwriter, like your dream is to have that one song you can't walk off stage without playing, right? And for me, we've got a few, and one of those. But this one's also one of those, and we don't mess. We've never really messed it up like we're about to mess it up right now. But just kind of being in this new era, this new sort of, with new album, kind of new music coming out, and this what I feel like for me is a new chapter, a new day. I wanted to give this song a little reboot and see if we can't let this version catch fire, and maybe hopefully we'll get a request to play this version live or something crazy. So we'll see. But yeah, I want to do I Want Crazy. Is that cool? Can we start with that?
Yes, please.
Down with that? All right. See where this goes.
All right, strap in, buckle up.
All right, ready for it? It's okay. You have a minute. I'm going to figure this out. Myself a one-way flight, gotta see the color in your eyes. Telling myself I'm gonna be alright without you, baby, is a waste of time. On our first date, girl, seasons changed. I got washed away in the summer rain. You can't undo a fall like this, baby. Love don't know distance. Yeah, I know we're crazy. Love front porch and one more kiss. It doesn't make sense to anybody else. Who cares if you're all I think about? I've searched the world, I know now it ain't right. If you ain't lost your mind, come on guys, sing it with me, come on. Yeah, I don't want easy, I want crazy. Are you with me, baby? Let's be crazy. Makes all kinds of rules for love. I say you gotta let it do what it does. I don't want just another hug and a kiss goodnight. Catching up, calling a date sometimes. Love that forever, seem to still believe we're the kind of crazy people wish that they could be. Yes, we are. Yeah, I know I'm crazy. Front porch and one more kiss. It doesn't make sense to anybody else. Who cares? if you're all I think about? I've searched the world, I know now it ain't right. If you ain't lost your mind, oh, I don't want easy, I want crazy. Are you with me, baby? Let's be crazy. It doesn't make sense to anybody else. Who cares if you're all I think about? I've searched the world and I know now it ain't right. If you ain't lost your mind, no, I don't want easy, I want crazy. Oh, look at us, baby. Tonight the midnight rules are breaking. No such thing as wild enough, baby. Maybe we just think too much. And who needs to play it safe in love? Baby, let's be crazy. Who cares if you're crazy? We gotta be crazy. I know that we're crazy, so let's be crazy. We gotta be crazy.
Nice. Yeah, all right. All right, yeah. Well done. You made it.
All right.
That sounds great, man.
That's a success.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, thanks for doing it. It's great to see you in this arrangement, and this gets to showcase your guitar chops a little more than last time. Last time it was clear that you were a good player, but there was more. We were watching more loop chops necessarily than guitar chops, and in this case, we get to see these on display, and it's a total pleasure on this side. So thanks for doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, so how does the arrangement that you're playing today for Paste Studios, how does this compare to what people see when they go see you live? Like tomorrow, you're in East Providence, Rhode Island tomorrow night. What do people see tomorrow on stage for your stage show?
Well, our full band thing, we've got two more guys who are actually really happy that we didn't invite them because they're currently drinking more
There's
in
beer
preparation.
in the fridge too, if anybody wants.
In
So we can all
preparation,
be
yeah.
drinking.
All right.
Well, good. That fixes a lot of things for me. Now we have a couple more guys. I mean, our live show. This was kind of a version 5.6.7 of like what we've done. Just the three of us. I love playing with these guys. Musically, they're phenomenal, but also vocally, it's really nice to be able to sing with them. And three-part harmonies. I'm a sucker for like a bluegrass three-part harmony, and so we kind of every now and then we kind of end up in that world. And so I love that happy accident, and I love this instrumentation. It's wacky, and on paper it actually doesn't feel like it would make sense, but we've done it a couple times, and it kind of like it forces us to forget the original arrangements of the song, which I like, because there's a lot of things that we do live. Our live show is pretty arrangement heavy. We've worked on our show over years, and even the new stuff we've worked up, kind of different arrangements for live, just so that they can live a bit more. Not so that they can have more stuff, but just so that they can kind of have their own moment versus like, here's a new song, you've never heard it before, and it's gone. We like to live in those new songs so that people can kind of get a feel for what the new chapter is. And so that's what I love about this, is that we don't have the option to play the show version. And live, I mean, certain songs are tied to different songs, and I don't know, live it's just so much more. There's just a lot more energy, but there's also it's like higher highs and lower lows, I think, because we dig down deep in some of this stuff, including the song we're probably going to go into next. You know, we get really down deep into it and talk about real life and real stuff. You know, yeah.
So can you tell us about what's coming up next?
Yeah. So I want to play the first song that came out off of this new album, which is yet to be publicly named. But I want to do the first song that we got to release off of this album because, you know, we're kind of releasing one song at a time for right now. And the biggest thing about this song was how scared I was. This sort of set it was funny because in hindsight, looking forward to this being the first song, I was uncomfortable with this being the first song that people hear from this record. I didn't want people to think that the entire record was this, but at the same time, this kind of blew the doors open to a new level of transparency that I've never had on any of my records before. Writing about this, I mean, even between the last time I saw you guys and now, everything's changed for me in a lot of personal ways. And we thought we had the album at the end of last year, and then we, you know, basically outwrote what we felt like was the album. And by outwrote, I mean songs like this popped up, and as just totally uncomfortably close as they are, was as important as I felt like it was for me to sing them. Does that make any sense whatsoever?
Yeah.
And so we kind of wrote this more personal album, and people started connecting with these songs, especially this one. And this one, like I said, I was really uncomfortable with because it tackles an insecurity that I'm very insecure to even talk about. But it is that sort of daily feeling that is not exclusive to, like, because at first I thought, man, it's, you know, it's because I'm a creator and, you know, whatever, like I pour my heart and soul out on stage and, like, you know, it's this lonely lifestyle. It's not exclusive to anybody to anybody. We all have these moments where this little voice inside our head, or everybody else's highlight reels on social media, or the news, whether it be true or false, can make us feel like we're not good enough for some reason. And I know for me, that's a battle that I have to fight on a daily basis. And I'm a believer, and my biggest speech was this, is I want other believers to, or even non-believers to just hear this song and feel like, you know, it's okay to ask big questions. I feel like every now and then the Lord gave me in the past big questions so that he can answer me in a big way. So that's what this song is. It's a big question, looking for a big answer, in desperate need of a big answer, because I do feel like that answer comes in time, you know, not necessarily always our time, but it comes in his time. And so the song is very desperate and very, it's just that question, am I good enough, you know? And it's called Dear God. So we should probably play that. We'll check tuning, because I'm probably way out. Are we there, right? Yeah, sure.
Well, good for you for expressing it in song. I mean, there's a million different ways that you can get that thought and that feeling out into the world, and not many of them are as constructive as writing a song about it that a lot of people can relate to. So good for you for doing it that way.
Man, I appreciate that. I think half of what you said, but I sincerely appreciate that. I mean, it's so funny, man. It's like once we wrote what I felt like was the album at the end of last year, it kind of gave me the freedom to say, you know what, I'm gonna write whatever the hell I want because nobody cares, and in a good way. Like, nobody's watching me with a magnifying glass now. I get to write and just kind of do my own thing, and I think that's what allowed the comfort factor of the honesty that we needed for something like this. You know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense. But I'm gonna skip the loopy stuff. Yeah, I'll let you guys start if you want. Yeah, totally, yeah. One, two, 3, 4. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. Here I go again, 3 glasses in, counting my sins, home alone again. It's 3 in the morning, just me and my demons at war again. I'm calling. Are you listening? You made a man that's fragile. You made a heart that can break. You showed me the road let's travel, knowing I'm gonna run away. You make me love so hard when everything I love just leaves. Are you sure there's nothing wrong with me? When why does my life have to hurt so much? And why can't I find any peace or love? And why do I feel like I'm not enough? Dear God, are you sure that you don't mess up? 1, 2, 3, can we still call it praying? All that I do is sitting here cursing your name again. The Truth is, it's not even you, it's just me that I'm up against. But you made me this, so can we share the blame for this? After all, you made a man less fragile. You made a heart that could break. You showed me the road less traveled, knowing I'm gonna run away. You made me love so hard when everything I love just leaves. Are you sure there's nothing wrong with me? Oh, and why does my life have to hurt so much? And why can't I find any peace or love? And why do you feel like I'm not enough? Dear God, are you sure that you don't have love? There's nothing you don't make. I know you got your reasons. This just is hard to take. And I don't mean to criticize you. I know I'm hard to teach. I know you tell me there's nothing wrong with me. Oh, but why does my life have to hurt so much? And why can't I find any peace or love? And why do you feel like I'm not enough? Dear God, are you sure that you don't have love? Oh, you don't mess up. Oh, I know you don't mess up. Yeah, dear God, just remind me you don't mess up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And again, I'm stoked that we got a chance to really showcase your guitar playing in this setup, man. It's got like a Mark Knopfler sort of a tone, sort of a vibe happening there, and that's meant to be nothing but the highest compliment. It sounds great, dude.
Thank you, man. That is a huge compliment. I'm a fan, and I appreciate it. I was trying to figure out what to do with this alternate tuning that apparently I decided to go with. So thank you. I'm glad I didn't fall flat on my face. So thank you.
No, not at all, man. Total success again. So total success on 2 out of 3. I'm sure 3 out of 3 is going to be the case. And
let's see if we can mess it up now. Yeah.
So everybody's watching right now. If you are in the East Coast and the Northeast, so we've talked a little bit about tomorrow is in East Providence, Rhode Island, and then this week on Sunday you're playing New York State Fair in Syracuse on Sunday. So
man.
Everybody who's in the area, please go check that out because it is a pleasure to see live music. As cool as it is what we're doing on the internet, there's no replacement for live music. You have to go out of your house and see it. So please do.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, nothing else. We just loved it. We're going to be jamming, so we'd love to have you. It would be way better if you're there. So yeah, that's the thing. I think if anything, it's so weird every now and then when I get the question of like, what can people expect from your live show? It's like, honestly, we don't know what to expect from our live show, but
You've never seen it.
I think exactly. I've never seen it. I mean, whatever. But yeah, no, I think I can honestly say for me, as much as I love songwriting and as much as I love being in the studio, being on the road is kind of where everything comes together for me. I mean, that's where the circle gets completed. So that's the ultimate. You're seeing us all, I think, in our like dream environment. You know what I mean? Where there's no, there's nothing between us and the music. We're just getting lost in it. So yeah.
Well, thanks again for coming and sharing these songs with us today. And you've got a third one to play. And can you tell us a little bit about the third song you're playing?
Happily.
All right.
So you see, what had happened was this one time. It's a long story, and by long story I mean I don't remember most of it, so I can't actually tell it. But this is a song about a night that I don't remember, and Instagram does, and some of my other friends remember it very well. Much better than I do. But this was the first song that I had written by myself in like 5 years, and it was a total sort of accident. I was meaning to write more by myself, kind of just as an exercise, if anything. And I wrote this assuming no one would hear it. And so it's borderline too honest. There's some things I probably could have left out. But anyway, this is, because I mean, we've all had those nights, right? You drink a little bit, remember some of it, remember not a lot of it. This is that. That's this. And these are those. But this is a song called One Shot. And it's Yeah, it's a whole different side of Confessionals. By the way, this is Mr. Justin Eason on the acoustic guitar.
Hello.
And this is Mr. Andy Sheridan on keys. So props to these guys for leaving home early so that we can do this gig together. I appreciate y'all, man. All right, I'll try to do us make us proud here.
Intro.
Yeah. Hashtag no filter. Said a lot of stuff that I don't remember. Lord knows I'm guilty of a lot of sins that I don't want to live with. Mom would probably cut me off the family tree if she heard half the stories people telling me. Yeah. Oh shit, there's proof. Insta's out there telling all my truth. I can't lie, I only been a rough week, so what? I deserve it. Sorry to the Uber guy that took me home. It's kinda sad, but I'm kinda glad I'm waking up alone. I start with one shot to have a good time. Everybody knows how easy one can turn into five. Don't judge me, cause it ain't nobody's life but mine. And I only get one shot, so I take it one shot at a time. One shot at a time. Yeah. Oh, one shot at a time. Mess up, live and learn. Repent and repeat, build a bridge, then burn it. No shame, just secrets. Got a lot of memories, not a lot of regrets. Every time I said I'd never do it again. It's right before I headed out for one more spin. I start with one shot to have a good time. Everybody knows how easy one can turn into five. Don't judge me, cause it ain't nobody's life but mine. Only get one shot, so I take it one shot at a time. One shot at a time. One shot at a time. I think my fear of missing out makes me do the one thing I could do without. Starts with one shot to have a good time. Everybody knows how easy one can turn into five. Don't judge me, cause it ain't nobody's life but mine. I only get one shot, just to take it one shot at a time. 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 Oh man, thank y'all so much for letting us come and hang with you for a minute.
Yeah,
man.
of course, Hunter. Thank you guys for coming and playing. You guys all sound great together. And for everybody, if you've just joined us, Rhode Island tomorrow night, Syracuse on Sunday. All the tour dates are up at hunterhayes.com. You played Dear God for us today. The video for that is out right now. And I know you got a ton of new music on the way. So everybody, please stay tuned to hunterhayes.com. And I'm sure all the details will be there as they become available. And dude, thanks again for coming and playing. It sounded
Thank
great.
you guys. It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Thank you.